Hi there! If you're watching this, I'm so excited that you chose to play the flute or you're a returning flute student. Welcome back. My name is Miss Carrie, and in this video I am going to show you everything you need, the things you'll need to bring to class for the first day of flute class, and then later on I'm going to show you some practice techniques that will make things maybe a little more fun for you and to help you get started before your first class. So, to get started, the things that you'll need to bring to class on the first day of school. The main thing, of course, is your instrument. My instrument has a case that looks like this, but yeah, bring your instrument. If you do not have an instrument yet, I suggest you go and get one before class starts. Muse Music Center is a great place to get your instrument. Renting is a great idea. And when you get your instrument, it should come with something that looks like this. This is a cleaning rod. This is what we're going to use to clean your flute. If it doesn't come with that, you can get them this is plastic, so you can get them at the music store or on Amazon. They should be less than $5. I think this was like $2, $2.50, something like that. Occasionally they have them as an add-on item. And then something that will not come with your instrument is something to clean the inside with. So I'm using a bandana here. You can use, I like getting the men's handkerchiefs from Target. They're just the white packet. You can get them on Amazon as well. They're super cheap. And something that's thin enough to fit inside this and long enough to cover this here, okay? Nothing too thick, you want it to be a thin material, and also nothing too small. So I know I see some students come in with these little squares of fabric, so you'll need something that will be long enough, and also nothing that frays, because things can get caught on the inside of the instrument, okay? So something that looks like this, okay? Also, you'll need a book, and the book that we're using is Accent on Achievement. The book looks like this. It also comes with a CD, which I think is a really, really great tool. If you're a returning student, please look in your book and check to make sure the note letters are not written, like you haven't written in your book with the note letters. We're going to just go ahead and erase that. Okay, we don't do that in my class. So just make sure that the book is nice and clean. It can have little markings, but this is also available at a music store like a Muse. I was just there. I know they have them in stock. You can also buy them, I believe, on Amazon, but occasionally during the first weeks of school, they've run out. So the music store is really the best place to get those. You can call a Muse. Like I said, I was just over there. They've got a bunch of these. Accent on Achievement, make sure they all look the same, so make sure you get the one that says flute. Okay? Also, when you come to class, make sure you bring a pencil. You're going to be writing things down, like your assignment. I might give you some tips or tricks or things to mark or circle. So make sure that you do bring a pencil and make sure it's sharp. Okay, so there you go. The other thing that I would highly recommend getting is a music stand. And a music stand, the wire folding music stands are also available at a Muse or possibly online. They're about $20 to $25. It's very important to make sure that you've got the best posture and that you can see your music and you're not having to scrunch over and practice on your bed, stuff like that. If you have a piano, you can sit at the piano and use the piano to hold your music up. But if not, it's highly recommended that you get a music stand. And you can get one just like the ones we use in class. If you need some assistance with that, just ask, and I can help you out with that. But you can get them at the music store. All right. So I'm going to show you how to make a sound before the first class so you can try it. I bet you're really excited getting your instrument, and you may pick it up and go, what do I do? So here is the case. I'm even going to show you how to open the case properly. Mine is going to look a little bit different than yours, but I'm going to describe. Yours probably is a box shape and it has latches on it. So the latches, you're going to want to flip the latches up, okay? If you're trying to flip them down, turn it over because you're gonna open it up and all the parts are gonna fall out, okay? So make sure the latches click upwards, all right? So after you open your case, you're going to take out this part. Now this is called the head joint. It's the top part of your flute, okay? And this is what we're going to learn to make a sound on first, all right? We're not gonna mess around with that other stuff yet because you don't need to. This is what makes the sound, all right? And I may have described it to you in our assembly. So when you pick up your flute, your head joint, okay, this opening, this is the opening here, is gonna go to your right, okay, to your right. The whole flute is gonna be played to your right. It doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, it's gonna go the same way. You're gonna play it the same way, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you up close, okay? You're gonna blow and you're gonna use your tongue, and it looks like this. Okay, you can imagine a tu or a ta sound in your mind, okay? And when you put your flute, your mouth on your flute, on the head joint, on the lip plate, this is called a lip plate, right? It sounds like this, okay? So it may take you a few tries to get a sound out. Some of you will get it immediately. Some of you will get it maybe the second try, the third try. It might take you a week, okay? So for some of you, it'll come out easily and some it won't, okay? That's all right. So as long as you keep trying, don't worry about it, okay? During this video, you can pause and play along with me, all right? And a good thing to do is to check yourself in the mirror, okay? Look at yourself in the mirror. What's happening is there is a small little hole in the middle of my mouth there, and that's blowing kind of across and into the flute, more across than in, right? And it's making this vibrate, right? That's why if I do this, if I just turn it like this and blow into it, it doesn't make the sound, right? So you're blowing across, all right? Okay, see where I'm placing this? Now, using your tongue is very, very important. So please, even though it may seem harder to do it first, please make sure that you use it. Later on, you'll thank me. Trust me, because it'll be harder to learn it later on. So make sure you're using your tongue, okay, while you're blowing. And it's almost like you're spitting something off the tip of your tongue. So you've got something on the tip of your tongue, a piece of popcorn or something, and you're spitting it out, okay, with the air. All right, so here's your assignment, okay? I'm gonna give you an assignment, and again, you can pause this and try it along with me as you're doing this. So your first assignment here is to play this sound 3 times perfectly, all right? And it's gonna sound like this and look like this. Three times, okay? If you play a beautiful sound twice and then, right, you gotta start over again, okay? It's gotta be 3 times perfectly, okay? You wanna sound good, okay? You gotta make a sound before you can actually get your fingers on the flute and start playing notes, okay? So if you feel dizzy at any time you're doing this, don't worry, that's normal at first. Eventually, you are not going to feel dizzy. So just stop what you're doing, take a nice big breath, relax, try it again, okay? Now, when you can do that sound 3 times in a row, then you're gonna do an exercise that looks like this. Take your flute away, put it back. Take your flute away, put it back. Okay, Notice I make a sound every time I put this instrument up to my face, okay? So you're going to start remembering where that spot is that makes the sound, okay? Don't worry, it's going to take you a little time, but the more you practice, the better you're going to get. All right? So once you do that, make sure you do these in order, okay? Because you can't do that until you do the thing before it, right? Okay, so once you do that, then you can do some fun things with the head joint. You can try playing different notes. Right? Or you can do the slide whistle. I may have demonstrated this at the assembly. All right, so again, you can stop this video at any time, play along with me, practice. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. You're going to have a week to learn how to get a sound. If within that week, by the second class, if you're still not making a sound, then we'll talk about that and get you some extra help. But hopefully this will give you enough of a head start to be able to try and play your new instrument. I hope you're excited. Make sure, we're going to talk about it in class, but practice a little bit every day. 5 days a week is what you want to practice, and between 10 and 20 minutes 5 days a week, and that'll make it more fun for you. You can't kind of cram for this. You can't really just not play for a week and then expect to remember all of this. It's a lot to remember, but I look forward to meeting all of you and to seeing you again. And if you have any questions, I'll give you my contact information so you can email me and ask me any questions you might have. All right? See you in class. Bye.